All right, so we have a full hour together, and we're going to do kind of a full body, get into every little zone, kind of stretchy, flowy vibes. So we're going to start on our backs. If you have two blocks, if you have a strap, you can use them. If you don't, that's okay. You don't need them, not mandatory, but helpful. And we're going to just bring either the soles of the feet together and the knees wide, or we're going to go the opposite way, feet mat distance, knees falling in towards each other. Basically just finding a restful state where we can continue to go inwards, right? So we're going to start by just connecting to the breath, right? Straight into the awareness of the breath flowing in and out of your body. So you can take your hands to your belly if that feels good. Right? Or just even hands on your body somewhere to just feel the connection. And I invite you to just observe the flow of the breath, right? Notice how it flows in, where it's flowing from. Notice how the breath is released and what happens within the physical body with that exhale. So really locking in, grounding down to the body, to the breath, to the present moment, really. Checking in to how you feel in this present moment, what's showing up. Do you notice that you're sort of holding tension anywhere in the physical body specifically? I just caught that I was quite tense in my jaw. I always clench, right? So I'm gonna actively let that go and try to breathe out that tension. Maybe you feel some intensity in the hips, around the knees, in the lower back. Let's just set the intention together to work on releasing any of the sticky, stale, stagnant, blocked energy that we don't need to hold on to, that might be holding us back from feeling spacious and open and energized and connected. And then let's just practice a little bit of box breath, just really simply inhaling to the top of your next breath, holding the breath at the top. Kind of filling up and then retaining. If there's a little bit more space, you can take another little sip of air. And then exhale all the way to empty. Take it to the bottom of your breath and hold on empty. And then just repeat that flow, inhaling to the top. Expanding with the breath, creating lots of space in the torso, in the belly, side body, back body, front body. And then exhaling all the way to empty. And holding on empty, visualizing the energy of the breath still traveling through you. Right? Breath is a force, it's an energy. So even though we might be retaining it, that exhale is still working its magic through the body. Let's go one more round. Big inhale to fill up and expand. Showing your breath lots of love, retaining, holding the breath. The breath is still transcending through you, upwards, outwards, around. And then exhale to empty. Holding on empty. Same thing, just allowing that breath to sink deeper and deeper into the body. And then let's take a big deep breath in through the nose. And a nice big sigh out of your mouth, just to kind of let some stickiness go. We're going to reach the arms up overhead, kind of like a body yawn style, like you've just woken up. Some of us have, us live babes have. And then we're going to start to rock the knees side to side. So really gentle twists, closing the hips off on each side. You can start to let the arms travel a little further down so that they're in like a T shape, but let this be intuitive, right? Kind of twisting and moving, just exploring how the body feels. Maybe you're observing and noticing the inner landscape. Like, where do I feel a bit sticky and tight? Where do I feel more open and spacious? Right, as we twist side to side here, this is a lot of stretch for the upper back, right? So observe across the chest and in the upper back and even in the arms how it feels. Okay, good. And then we're gonna just meet through center and give ourselves a nice hug of the knees in towards the chest and the thighs to the belly. And let's not rock side to side just yet. Let's just kind of compress the thighs to the belly. Just hang out here. Take a few breaths in and out, and with the exhale, maybe the thighs can come a little closer to the body. Such a simple shape, but so nourishing for the lower back. Really nice for the digestion. It's just really nice for our bodies. So can you land in it and maybe plug down through the back body? So thinking about the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, really plugging into the earth, growing your roots down. And then maybe you start to rock your head side to side, a little bit of movement, a little massage for the skull, kind of waking up the neck. And then if it feels right, a little rock side to side of the whole body. Okay? Let it be soothing. And then keep the right leg in and let your left leg fall all the way down to the ground. And just continue hugging that right thigh towards you. Maybe a little rotation of the right ankle. Take a big deep breath in, let the exhale elongate. So let your exhale travel a little further. Observe and notice what's showing up within the front of the hip, front of the thigh, maybe even lower back. Take another breath here. And then you're gonna start to bring this right knee side to side. So you're gonna let the leg open up towards the right and then close off towards the left. So opening the hip up and then closing the hip off. So internal rotation to the left, a little external rotation to the right. Still breathing into the movement, feeling it all out. Waking up the joint. We're gonna do a lot of mobility and then utilize the mobility in the flow. We're just waking up the hip joint here, working through the fascia, the tissue, the sticky energy that might be living in the hips from tapping into fight or flight mode and kind of just rushing around like we do because we're humans and life sometimes is a rush. Okay, now left hand's gonna grab that right knee. Let's bring it across the body and just melt into a supine twist. Really enjoy it here. Be mindful, don't overdo it. Focus on breathing into the lower back. So think about sending your breath into the back body. 3-dimensional breath here. You can gaze to the right so your head falls and you can get an extra bit of stretch around the cervical spine. Relax the jaw, the face, the cheeks, the eyes. Just really melt into the shape if you can. Good, let's take one more breath in this shape. So good. Okay, come back through center, hug that right knee back in towards the belly. If you have no strap, you're just gonna extend your leg to the sky and you can like hold onto your leg. You can even give it a little sensory massage. You can massage into the calf muscle, into the back of the knee. If you have a strap, you're gonna wrap your strap around the arch of the right foot and you're gonna just push the heel towards the sky and let the toes fall towards the face. Okay, so take your variation. Even if you don't have a strap, you can still let the legs sink to the right and the left in a second. But let's just focus on really waking up the hamstrings here. Drawing the right hip down. Continue to soften the shoulders and the jaw. Again, this is a somatic experience, so we want to explore the inner landscape. What's going on in this leg? Hello, leg, first and foremost. How are you? Thank you for doing you, right? And thank you for helping us get around all day. Our legs are important. Our body is so important, this temple of ours. We don't give it enough credit sometimes. It may be a little point and flex of the foot. So you're pointing your toes like a ballerina and then flexing the heel to the sky, toes to the face, just to take it deeper. Okay, now the right hand's gonna grab your right leg, or your right hand's gonna grab the straps, and you're gonna bring the leg over to the right. Think diagonal, and then we're gonna bend and extend that leg. So happy baby, and then extend. The right shoulder's on the back. Kick it out and bend, kick it out and bend. Keep the tail down. All right, so just a little floss for the hamstrings, getting into the inner thighs a bit. Beautiful. And then let's bring the leg over to the left, keeping that right hip down. If you have your strap, you're sinking the leg over. If not, you can just like hold your leg, right? Maybe an internal rotation of the foot and then back to neutral, internal rotation. So even with no strap, you can get this stretch in. Right, but we're keeping that right hip on the mat. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw a bit more. And then come all the way back through center. Hug that right knee in, lose the strap if you were using it, give yourself a big squeeze. And then hug your left knee in to meet the right, and you're back into just this little tiny ball. A nice little release for the back body. Take a breath into the shape. And a nice big exhale out. Okay, now extend your legs and your arms. So legs are long, arms are up overhead. Give yourself a big body yawn. Wake everything up. Oh, big stretch. And then just do nothing, soften, melt. Now let the body sink into the earth. And then again, a big stretch, a big reach. And then let everything soften and melt. And then let's just go right to the other side. So hug your left knee in towards your belly. Let the right leg stay long. Shoulders down, maybe a little rotation into your left ankle. Nice big deep breaths into the shape. Still observing and noticing where we feel a little bit sticky, where we feel spacious. And then when you're ready, you're gonna start to glide the knee side to side again. So just like waking everything up, bringing the leg over to the left, over to the right. Working your way through it. Just swapping the playlist. I felt like that was gonna get a little too crazy too quickly. Okay, so opening up, closing off, and then we go supine twist. Okay, so that left knee works its way over to the right. The left arm reaches on a diagonal. The shoulders are down. Start to breathe three-dimensionally into your body. Expand fully, side body, back body, front body. Keeping that left shoulder on the mat. Softening the jaw a bit. Face, the eyes, the cheeks. Go one more breath here. And nice. And then slowly come back through center. Grab your strap, wrap it around the arch of that left foot, or same thing, you're just gonna kick your leg up towards the sky. And if you have that strap, utilize it, right? So you can use it as this little tool to kind of find a bit of resistance, right? So if you're pushing your heel to the sky and you're kind of pulling your strap down, you're gonna feel a bit more activation in that leg. So really think about bringing the toes down towards the face. And if you don't have your strap, just fold your leg and maybe you have a bit more freedom to like move the ankle around, right? Make do with what you got. And then if you do have your strap, you're pointing your toes forward and you're using your strap to kind of resist and wake up the front of the foot. So you're trying to pull your strap back as you point your toes. And then you can kind of go back and forth. Hello, left leg, right? How are you today? How are we feeling? What sensations are showing up? You can bring the strap a little higher up the foot to the ball of your foot to create a deeper flexion, which is going to wake up the calf muscle at the back of your knee. Maybe lick your lips, stretch your face. Take an exhale, just kind of soften the upper body and let it translate down. Really nice. And then left hand's going to grab the strap. Let's bring the leg over to the left, or you're just using your hand. And then you're bending the leg and extending it, right? So a little happy baby, bend the leg, knees working down towards the earth, and then extension. A little bend and extend, bend and extend. Beautiful. Okay, bring the leg back through center, bring the leg over to your right. Keep that left hip on the mat. Little internal rotation of the foot maybe. Breathing into the outer leg, outer hip. Try to keep that right leg nice and active. Don't let it sleep. Beautiful. Okay, come back through center. Release the strap, hug that left knee in towards the belly, and then bring your right leg in towards the belly. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Kind of plug yourself down a little bit. Think about plugging down through the lower back. A little compression of the thighs against the belly again. Maybe a little rock side to side. Okay, now bring your palms to your kneecaps. Let's just draw a few circles, waking up the hip joints, working in and around and out and around and out and in. Beautiful. And then let's go classic bridge pose. Feet to the mat. You're gonna lift your hips, really grounding through the feet. Tuck your tail, squeeze your bum. Interlace your fingers underneath you and kind of tuck your shoulders under as well, bringing your chin slightly to your chest. So really classic vibe. And then push your fist towards your heels and tuck your pelvis under. Glutes are active and on. Take a big deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Hug your knees in towards your belly. Give yourself another squeeze. And we're going to rock and roll our way into a child's pose. So however you want to get into the shape, you want a little sip of tea or water, whatever you need to do. Maybe wipe off your workspace. And we're just going to land in a child's pose. Okay, knees wide, big toes touching, bum to heel, stretching the arms forward. Press down through the fingertips. Press down through the knuckles, sink the hips towards the heels. Fill the belly up, take a big deep breath in, and a nice exhale out. Breathing into the side body and the back body. Okay, now you're gonna thread your left arm underneath your right and bring your left ear to the mat, but keep your bum towards your heels, so it's a bit more passive to start off. Take a breath here. And a nice big exhale. Think about drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Okay, and then let's wake the shape up a little bit. You're gonna lift your bum up. You're gonna thread your left arm a little further through, and the right arm is gonna reach to the sky. You can tuck your toes under here so you have a bit more foundation. Let's not overdo the twist, especially in these like thoracic twists. We don't want to overstretch. So just let the breath take you further. That's it. Take a breath here. The right hand can stay down. It can even stay reaching forward. It doesn't matter whatever works for you, basically. Just take a breath. Think about expanding through the chest, through the upper back. Okay, nice. Now you're gonna bring your right hand down if it was up, and you're gonna extend your right leg out like a little kickstand. You're gonna extend the right leg so the toes are facing forward and your heel is on the mat. Okay, so you're like this little kickstand situation. And then the right arm can reach to the sky to take it a bit further, or like I said, you can just like keep your hand down. You're still gonna get a little twist into the upper back. One more breath here. Okay, now you're gonna keep this right leg where it is, but you're gonna come onto forearms. So you're gonna unravel from that twist. Your right leg is long. You can tuck your left toes under. Forearms are on the mat. If this is too much, you can have your hands on the mat. And we're gonna just rock back and forth. So you're gonna feel a stretch through the inner right leg. Okay, bum towards the heel and back. Bums towards the heels and back. Keeping that right foot glued if you can. And you want your foot in line with that hip. Okay, the further the hips are towards the heels, the deeper the sensation's gonna be. Gorgeous. Okay, now come up onto your hands. Keep your right leg where it is for a hot second. Give yourself a little cow pose. So lift your chest, take a breath. And then a little cat spine. It might feel strange, but just kind of work through this extended leg cat-cow vibe. And then slide your right foot, come to neutral, slide your right foot a little closer in towards you. And we're gonna draw big circles in space with the hips. Doesn't matter what it looks like, right? Let's not focus on how things look. Let's focus on how things feel. So we're just waking up the hip joint, we're waking up the knee joint, the ankle on that right foot. And then we're gonna bring the right hand in front of that right foot. So you can turn your right toes out slightly. Right hand is in front of that right foot. You can also have your forearm on your thigh. And we're gonna just rock east to west. So hand can be down. You can even have your hand on a block. Right, that can feel good. Whatever. We're just easing our way left to right, working through the hips a bit more. And try not, beautiful. Try not to push your bum out. Try to keep your tail tucked under slightly. You can even take your left hand behind your head. Right, you can open up through the left side. You can reach. So we're kind of working into an extended side angle variation because we're gonna go there soon. Okay, and then from this shape, we're gonna go classic little lizard pose. So our hands are gonna go to the top of the mat. We're gonna pick this right leg up and bring it with us. And we're just in our classic lizard, hands to the inside of that right foot. Pelvis forward, heart open. Draw the shoulders back, take a big breath in. And on the exhale, start to pull your hips back, straightening out this right leg as much as it wants to go, and the toes lift. And we're just rocking back and forth. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Just be mindful of dropping too much weight onto that knee back there. Okay, now you can totally stay here. Option one is you just stay in this lizard. Maybe you even come onto your forearms on a block or the earth. Option two, you get into that quad. So the right arm's gonna swoop up and around, and you're gonna reach back behind you and then grab your left foot. And then maybe the heel comes towards the bum. Maybe the foot goes into your hand. You can kind of floss this. You can go back and forth if that feels good, right? But you can totally just stay on the forearms, especially if you got something going on with your knee. Okay, let's think about opening the heart if you're in this shape. If you're down, really focus on kind of working the inner thighs towards each other. So wake the shape up a little bit. And our muscles like that activation. Good. Okay, let's take both hands down and lifting up this left leg, we step the right foot back into a down dog. And just pedal out your feet a little bit, shake out your head, and then just land in the shape. Let something go with a big exhale. You can rock the hips side to side, right? You're not stuck in the shape at all. Lifting one heel, lifting the other so you can get into your calf muscles a bit more, hamstrings a bit more. Think about really lifting up through the sitting bones here. Good. Inhale to plank. And then wash it out with any variation of vinyasa. You can modify and drop the knees, or you're going full chaturanga. Either way, when you lift into this cobra or up dog, the shoulders are away from the ears and the glutes are on. And then we come back into our downward dog. Paddle it out. That's it, good. And then come into your plank again, drop your knees, child's pose, bum to heels. We do all of that again on the other side. I'm gonna move some shit around because there's so much going on the left side. Okay, so child's pose, belly soft, take a big breath in and a nice big exhale out. Okay, right arm threads underneath the left, right ear to the mat. You're in this like passive variation, which you can totally stay in the entire time, really, if you don't want to necessarily take it further, okay? And then you can meet us with that little rock and the leg extended. But if you want to go further, you're going to start to just lift the bum, thread that right arm a little further through. Left hand can stay down as you rotate the torso, or the left arm reaches to the sky. Breathing into the thoracic spine. Let the belly be soft, let the breath expand. Gorgeous. Now extend your left leg like a little kickstand. You can bring your left hand down for support. And then just take the shape a bit further. And remember, the left foot is like in line with that hip. Okay, unravel so both hands are on the mat or both forearms are on the mat. And we're rocking back and forth. Try to keep that left foot grounded as much as you can. Gorgeous. Okay, come onto your hands, bring your left foot in a little bit, and we draw big circles. So your left leg softens. So we have a bit more space to draw these beautiful circles. Waking up the hip joint, waking up the knee joint, waking up the ankle. You can go one direction, other direction. Doesn't have to look like anything. Beautiful. And then left hand goes in front of that left foot. You turn the toes out. Right hand to sacrum or to your hip or maybe to the sky or behind your head. You can also just be up here, and we're just easing ourselves east to west. So really focus on like keeping things tucked. And we're flossing again. We're not just going to the deepest space and being like, okay, cool, I'm here. Ease your way through. Explore the like spectrum of sensation, right? Obviously, when you sink into this left side, it's gonna feel a lot deeper in the groin. So ease it. Beautiful. Okay, and then hands go to the top of the mat. Left foot goes to the top of the mat. We're in our lizard. Like I said, lots of mobility to prep for where we're going in our flow. So hands to the ground or blocks. We just start to rock the hips back and forth. Open the chest when you come forward. Try to have both hands to the inside of that left foot. Yeah, so you want to like have the left foot a bit more on that diagonal. It's just going to open the hip up a bit more versus a classic lunge. Chest opens as we come forward. You can let the chest fall as you come back. And then same flex. If you want to come onto your forearms and just kind of melt into a deeper lizard, feel free to do so. This is nice, right? Again, try to think about the inner thighs squeezing towards each other when you're down there. Or the right hand is on the mat and the left arm swoops up and reaches back. You can just reach back or grab your foot. Heel towards the bum to get deep into the quad. Foot into hand to open the chest. Whatever we do, we're not crushing down into that right hand. Come onto the blade edge of the left foot if that feels good for a little bit of extra space. Amazing. Okay, let's meet back, both hands down. We lift this right leg up. We step our left foot back. We're in our downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Beautiful, guys. Inhale to plank. Wash it out with any variation of vinyasa. If we're going chaturanga, elbows are just to the ribs. And then we push into the earth to open the chest, pelvis down, glutes on. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. And just a few sun A's just to salute the sunshine. Feet to hands when you're ready. So taking as many steps as you need to get to the top of the mat. Give yourself a little forward fold. Head is heavy, jaw is soft. Soften the legs a little bit. Create some space. Like shed a layer. I've been doing this thing actually that feels quite good, but let's just be really mindful. Take your hands behind your head and your elbows wide, almost like you're gonna do like a sit-up. And then soften your legs and very gently pull at the skin down towards the earth. So you're not, excuse me, trying to bring your head in. You're almost trying to stretch your neck skin and the skull skin. It feels quite nice. Don't overdo it. If it feels weird in your body, don't do it. I've just been adding this to my little stretches. Okay, and then just ripple all the way up to standing. So let your arms come down, push into the earth, take your time, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we're gonna reach the arms to the sky, take a big deep breath, and bring the hands into heart center, okay? Classic A's, let's do 2 of them. Inhale to reach up tall. Exhale, we hinge, we push the bum back, we fold. Halfway lift open the chest, inhale. Let the palms step it back, vinyasa, exhale. Again, any variation of this movement. Open up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Paddle out your feet, land in your down dog. Press down through the fingertips and the knuckles, not just the palms. Shake out your head a little bit, really good. All right, a little bit of softness in the legs can go a long way in this shape. And then let's work towards the top of the mat again. So you can step, jump, float, however you need to get there. Fold over the legs, head heavy, shake it out, let something go. Stretch out your jaw. Give yourself a big sigh. All the way up to standing, push down through the feet to rise up. Big inhale, grow tall. Hands to heart center, exhale, out. Let's go one more like that. One breath, one movement. Inhale to rise. Exhale to hinge and fold. Halfway lift, open up the heart space. Plant your palms, step it back, flow through vinyasa. Any variation. Open the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Few breaths just to land. Right, just grounding down. Okay, now we're gonna go through a flow. We'll take our time to go through it to start off, and then we'll pick up the pace and kind of go one breath, one movement. So just make sure you take your variations and do what feels good in your body. So we're gonna lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, draw down through the left heel in the right hand, and then step your right foot in between your hands, reaching your right arm to the sky. So a nice classic twist open. Back leg is strong, hips are high. Okay, think about a little bit more rotation for the thoracic spine, but you're also gonna get a stretch in that right glute and hip. Then the right hand's gonna go to the inside of the right foot. You're gonna turn to your left, and you're either gonna go skater lunge, so left leg is bent, right leg is straight. So if you got something going on with your knee, I suggest hanging out here. Or we go full skandasana, the heel turns in, the bum drops. Left hand is on the mat, but left arm is to the inside of that left leg, and the right arm is gonna reach up and over. If you're in just your little skater lunge, you can still twist open. Okay, take a breath. Feel out the shape, open up. Feel that stretch through the right side body. Then we're gonna take our hands down and we're gonna kind of spider woman our way around into a high crescent lunge. Take your time, find your footing, rise up. Glutes are on, right leg is nice and bent, left leg is strong. That's it. And if you feel wobbly, widen your stance a little bit. Take a big breath in. Nice big exhale out. Okay, it starts there, that's the base of it, that's the foundation. We take our hands down, we step the right foot back, we wash it out with a vinyasa. And we'll just kind of add things along the way. Open up, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, let's go left side. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step your left foot in between your hands. Twist, left arm to the sky. Inhale to open up. Back leg strong, hips high. Left hand goes to the inside of the left leg. We turn to the right, we go either skater lunge or skandasana. Do what feels good. If you're doing your skater lunge, it's just here, and you're still gonna get a stretch, right? If you're going skandasana, the heel turns in, the bum drops towards the heel, left leg is straight, and then we open up, breathing into the left side of the body. Left arm to the sky, right hand down. That's it, one more breath. Good, all the way into that high crescent lunge. So you use your hands, you take your time, you work your way around. Frame your foot, find your foundation, and then rise up. Big inhale, grow tall. Just land, take a moment just to kind of tap into your balance. Find length through the upper body, ground down through the lower body. And then plant your palms, wash it out with a vinyasa. Step that left foot back, flow through. Open the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Beautiful, really nice. Feet to hands, top of your mat. Fold over your legs. Let's go malasana in between our sets. Heels turn out, toes turn out, bum drops. You can have your hands on the ground and give yourself a little wiggle, or you can go a little bit more classic, hands to heart. Elbows to the inseam of the knees, spine long. Maybe you're like, ooh, my T, perfect. I mean, I have a sit, ha ha. It also feels really nice to get into the neck when you're in this shape if you can. Right, kind of little half moons towards one shoulder, towards the other. Keep the spine long if you can. Just grounding ourselves down through the root, plugging ourselves into earth. Beautiful, hands to the mat, turn the toes in, lift your heels, lift your bum, forward fold. Shake out the head. Nice. All the way up to standing, push down through the feet to rise up. Big inhale, grow tall. Hands to heart center. Okay, let's go again. We're gonna add some fun stuff. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we fold. Push the bum back, hinge. Halfway lift, open up. Plant the palms, step it back, flow through vinyasa. Heart expands, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Same flow, right leg lifts, bend the knee. Step your right foot in between your hands, reach your right arm to the sky, twist open, inhale. You got it. Right hand goes to the inside of the right foot. We turn to the left, skandasana or skater's lunge. Right arm up and over in that skandasana. Work your way into your high crescent lunge. Take your time. Rising up, find your footing. Ground yourself down before you rise. You got it. Yes. Okay, now you're gonna stay grounded through the lower body. We're gonna twist open. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. You got it. Squeeze those glutes to support you. So, Nicola, your left arm is forward. I think you're on the other leg. So your right leg should be forward, left. That makes more sense. You're like, what's happening here? Okay, now from here, your right hand's gonna go to your left thigh, and you're gonna sink deeper into this right leg. So use your glutes. Left arm's gonna reach up and over. Look past your right shoulder. So you're getting some length through the left side of the body. Okay, now you're gonna bring your left hand down to the mat, and you're gonna come onto the blade edge of your left foot. And you're gonna either go modified side plank, full side plank, or we float the right leg. Okay, take a breath. Now you can stay in this side plank, or we're gonna step the right foot behind the left leg, push the pelvis to the sky, and open up into a wild thing. Okay, glutes are on, heart is open, right arm is back. Don't crush into that left arm. Glutes on, so important. Now listen closely from here. Right hand goes to the top of the mat, right leg floats and steps to the top of the mat. If you were just in your plank, you're gonna just step your right foot forward. We're gonna drop the left heel in and go extended side angle. So you have options. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, a little bit more classic. Left arm to the top of the mat. You can also go forearm to thigh. You can also draw some big circles in space with this left arm. Okay, just like we did before when we had one leg down and you were kind of rocking, tuck the tail. Find length through that side body. Connect to the power of your legs supporting the shape. Then we go warrior two. You drive yourself up, arms long. Right leg bent. Take a nice big breath here. Okay, reverse your shape, right arm up and over. And then we wash it out with the vinyasa. Plant the palms, lift the back heel, step the right foot back, flow through. Open the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good, let that sink in, take a breath. Right, so we added our little twist in our lunge, our reverse twist, a little side plank action, little wild thing, extended side angle. So we're gonna add it all together on this side. Left leg lifts, big inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step your left foot in between your hands, twist, left arm to the sky. Open up, hips high, back leg strong. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, turn to the right. Skandasana, or you go into that skater lunge, left arm up and over. Work your way into your crescent lunge. Take your time. Use your hands. Work your way around. Framing that left leg. Take up a bit more space if you need it. Ground. Turn your glutes on to support you. You got it. We twist. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Sink deeper into that left leg. Left hand to right thigh, or just even to the sacrum. Right arm up to the sky, and then over to your left. So you find length through this right side body. Sink deeper into the left leg. Okay, right hand goes down to the mat. Same thing, again, you're going side plank, any variation. You can pivot this left foot over, go modify. You can stack. You can float like a star. Use your core, wake everything up. Option to step that left foot behind the right leg, pelvis to the sky, open up, wide open. Head heavy, glutes on. Nice, one more breath. Okay, left hand to the top of the mat, left foot to the top of the mat. We're back in this kind of lunge situation. Right heel turns in. Left hand either goes in front of the foot as you open up into your extended side angle, or the forearm is on your thigh. Yes. Nice, Rob. Yes. Keep your hand where it was. You had it. Left hand down on the earth in front of that left foot. You can also use a block. Yeah. And then you want to think, if you're going full shape, squash your tricep and your knee together. And then tuck your tail and open up. Nice, guys. Right arm reaching forward. So good. One more breath. Nice. Now push through the feet, warrior two. Work that left leg. Nice. You got it. Good. Reverse your shape. Take a big deep breath in. Wash it out with the vinyasa. Told you, lots of hip mobility. Step it back, flow through. Now we're gonna go through each side one more time. Full flow, a little bit quicker. One breath, one movement. Okay, let's meet at the top of the mat, feet to hands. Fold over the legs. All the way up to standing. Ground to rise, big breath in, reach tall. Hands to heart center. Just take a moment to land here. Maybe even the arms come down to the side of the body. Hot as fuck in here. Kind of shake things out. Let go of expectation. Nothing has to be perfect, right? We're just flowing. We're just moving our body. We're connecting our mind to our bodies. And when you're looking at a screen and you're watching someone do this, sometimes it's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? But it's so good for our brains. So, so good. So just land and have faith in yourself and have faith in your movement, have faith in your brain. Okay, let's go. Big inhale, rise up. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Halfway lift, open the chest. Inhale. Plant the palms, step it back, vinyasa. Exhale, any variation. Open the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, we ready? Let's go. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step your right foot in between your hands. Right arm to the sky, inhale, open up. Right hand to the inside of that right foot, turn to your left, skater lunge or your skandasana. Right arm up and over. High lunge when you're ready. Take your time to get there. Use your hands. Rearrange yourself. Rise up. Glutes on, legs strong. Big breath in. Rotating your body to the right. Right arm reaches back. Left arm reaches forward. Open twist. Yes. Right hand to left thigh, left arm to the sky, and then up and over, sink deeper into the right knee. Good. Left hand to the mat, side plank. Any variation. Lift the hips nice and high. You got it. Good. Take a breath. Nice. Option to step that right foot behind the left leg. Push the pelvis forward. You can be just on the tippy toes of that right foot. Pelvis to the sky, heart open. Squeeze the bum. Right hand to the top of the mat, right foot to the top of the mat. Left heel turns in, extended side angle, either forearm to your thigh or your hand to the earth. Open the shape up. Take a breath. Good. Warrior two. When you're ready, drive through the heels. Amazing, guys. Nice and strong, stable, foundation. Reverse it, big inhale. Wash it out with your exhale. Plant your palms, lifting up, stepping it back. Flow through. Heart open, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. So good, guys. We got the left side and then we chill, we meditate, we breathe, we soften. Let's go. Left leg lifts. Open the hip, take a breath. Step your left foot in between your hands. Left arm up, inhale, twist. You know where you're going. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Turn to the right, Skandasana, right side. Bum drops. Skater lunge if you need to modify. Left arm up and over. Use your hands, work your way into your high crescent lunge. Rearrange. Rise up, glutes on, supporting you. Big breath in. Twisting, exhale out. Left arm back, right arm forward. Left hand to right thigh, right arm to the sky, up and over like a rainbow. Right hand down, side plank, variation. Any variation that feels good. Left foot goes behind the right leg. Squeeze the bum, open the chest, wild thing. Head heavy. Left hand to the top of the mat, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel turns in. Extended side angle, hand to the inside of the foot. Yes. Or you're modifying. Amazing, guys. Tuck your tail, squeeze your bum. So good. Warrior two, drive through your heels. Coming up. You guys smash that. Reverse it, inhale. Wash it out, vinyasa. Exhale, last vinyasa. Take your time, enjoy it. Open the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Well done. So good. Okay, inhale to plank. Drop your knees, bum to heels, child's pose. Just kind of let things simmer. And then we're gonna land in a shavasana, but we're gonna do a little meditation when we get there. So just feel the energy in your body moving around, the prana, the chi. And just checking in, just like we did at the beginning of the practice. Checking in with your state, checking in with your breath. What thoughts have been flowing through the mind? Allow effort to start to float away. And then we're gonna just gently ease our way to kneeling. Now, for the next 10 minutes, you can stay in a seated meditation. So you can just come up to seated, cross your legs, sit on a pillow, be kneeling, whatever works for you. Okay, if you feel I'm kind of in the mood to lay down for this, you can be laying down. So you can bring your bum to the mat, extend your legs, lay on your back. You can put a pillow underneath your bum, basically, just as long as you're really comfortable, that's the key, okay? And we're gonna just take a moment to land. Then we're gonna do a nice loving kindness meditation. So if you're seated, like I said, you can prop yourself up. If you're laying down, you can still prop yourself up. Use props if you need it. Okay, so just let the body soften with the exhale. We're gonna take a big deep breath in through the nose. And just a nice big exhale to let go of effort. The hands can land wherever they want to land, as long as you are comfy, cozy. And just take a moment to connect to the earth. So bring awareness to where your body is connected to the ground and just feel that, connect to that. Plug in. Right? We are nature. I think sometimes us humans forget that we are nature. We are part of it all. So just kind of landing with that awareness, that realization. And so just like the trees have their little roots growing down, maybe in this moment we can visualize our own little roots growing down. Receiving nutrients, receiving fresh energy for the day. Now, I'd like to do a little loving kindness meditation, just focused on kind of opening up the heart space and radiating love and good energy, just because I think that's what the world needs right now. So let's bring awareness to the heart space. You can take one hand to your heart if you want. You can take both hands to your heart, or you can just go inwards and connect. So this energy center, this chakra, this anahata chakra, is love. It's compassion, it's forgiveness, it's kindness, it's also grief and pain and heartbreak and intensity. It's courage. There's so much energy that lives in this part of us, right? And then if you think even just physically, our heart as an organ is so vital to our life, really, to this experience here, right? It's this major, major source of energy through the body. It's pumping blood through the body to the other organs. Crucial, crucial. So if you think about the power that this space holds within you, think about how we can radiate that out, that frequency, that very strong high frequency, and potentially let that energy travel to the next person, and then the next person, like a little ripple effect. So you're gonna start by just visualizing someone in your mind. Just invite someone into your mind. First person that comes to mind. And really zone into this person. Think about, like, what would they be wearing? Visualize them just like sat in front of you or laying next to you. And I invite you to send this person just pure love, right, from your energy center right into theirs. And then send them some courage, perhaps, maybe some strength. Support, healing energy. And just visualize their heart expanding and activating and rejuvenating. Wherever they are in this world right now, they're just receiving that energy from you, from your thoughts, from your power. And then take a really nice big deep breath in. And on the exhale, let them go. Let them float away, let them disappear. The connection is still there. Come back to your breath, come back to your body, come back to your heart. So it's believed that the chakras, the energy centers, are like a rainbow. Every energy center has a color. Well, these 7 main ones. And the heart is green. So think like fresh cut grass green. And interestingly enough, our brains, our human brains, and our vestibular system, so like our eyes and our ability to see color, uses less effort to see green. Green is like chilling for our brain, for our eyes to look at. And there's so much green around us, and it's so soothing, so healing. So it all kind of makes sense. So Let's invite someone else in, and you're going to continue this. I'm going to leave you to continue this on your own. You're just going to invite someone else in and radiate that beautiful, loving, green, magical energy. Send them love. Send them a little mantra, an affirmation. Visualize them just thriving or being at their happiest state. And then take an exhale and let them go. And you're going to repeat this for the next 2 minutes on your own. Wherever you've traveled to, come back for a moment to my voice. Now I want you to visualize just this entire earth healing. Even the dickhead politicians that we know are trying to fucking, sabotage this entire ecosystem. All of the assholes on this planet, let's send them love. They probably need it. Let's radiate just this beautiful high frequency of love, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, warmth, and just radiate it to every being on this earth, every animal, forest, like sea creature, just coating the earth with love. And then take a really nice big deep breath in. And a nice big exhale out. And just come back to yourself and ground down a little bit more. And I invite you to now just think about yourself and go inwards and send yourself lots of love. Visualize your beautiful green energy center, this chakra just expanding and radiating and growing and cleansing and rejuvenating and restoring. And let this love flow through to perhaps a past self that you often judge, present self, what you're working with right here, right now, future self. Just coat yourself with this love, this self-love. Then take another big breath in. A nice big sigh, just to let go. And let's set an intention together for our day, for our week, for our month, for our year, for our life, to continue to radiate this peaceful, loving energy. Doesn't mean that we have to be positive all the time. Doesn't mean we have to, take shit from people that are trying to fuck with us. No, no, no. But we can be held and grounded in this frequency, in this love that will give us energy, that will give us power. And a lot of the time when we hold anger and hate, it's not serving anyone except for affecting us, right? So let's just like rewire and cleanse and sit within this loving space. It's so powerful. It's so fucking powerful. Now, if you are laying down, just ease your way over onto one side. Take a moment in a little fetal position and then come up, and we'll close our practice seated. Just landing for another moment in stillness, grounded down into the earth, connected to the beautiful frequency of love, kindness, compassion, peace. And love goes so much deeper beyond these like words that we have. It literally is an energy field that can be radiated out. So maybe in your day, as you walk through the day, you can radiate out to the people. And if you're in a little lake and there's not many people around, you can radiate this love to all the little creatures. Right? The little squirrels, little insects. And we need just more love for each other, in my opinion. And it might start just in your little network. So let's just take one hand to belly and one hand to heart. Just take another breath here, just feeling the breath rise and fall. This life force, show it gratitude, show it love. Remind yourself it's a tool that can help you when you need it most, when you feel overwhelmed, anxious, scared. And then just bring your hands to heart center, just gently bow to the practice, the lineage of this practice, bow to your health and your strength and the motivation that got you to the mat. And I bow to you guys. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. You're all gorgeous and wonderful, and I'm so grateful for you all. And I hope you have the best day ever. Keep spreading that love, that peace. I've been listening to all these like old tracks from like 70s when there was a war going on, and I'm like, fucking hell, it just is like cyclical. It's crazy to hear these tracks just all trying to like permeate love and peace into people's minds. So music, art, sex, all the good stuff. Yeah? Okay. Love you. Bye. Thanks for coming.